Hi guys, Dom with Two Hip Chicks. I promised you a video about a boombox. Here we go. On the screen you see a Sony CFD-550 boombox. These were from probably early 90s, I would say. So it was a 20-watt boombox. You got to hear a little clip of it playing before the video started. It had a mega bass setting. It has two cassette decks, as you can see right here. Two cassette decks. It's got an FM AM radio, but it was a digital tuner, which, digital tuners are fine, except sometimes they do have a tendency to drop out. Two removable speakers, a CD player on top, like I said, two cassette decks, and mega bass setting. So anyway, I paid like $5 to $10 for it. Thought the CD player worked. Of course, it didn't. But rather than replacing the CD player, I decided to tear it apart. So let's take a look at what I got off of it and what I'm charging for the parts. Here we go. Okay, so some of the things I harvested from this unit. The handle. Now, you can't really see it well here, but the handle says Sony. In good condition. It doesn't have any breaks or chips or cracks in it, so I harvested the handle. Also, I pulled off the two front doors. As you can see here, they're in pretty good shape. I also pulled the two cassette doors, A and B. I pulled the gears as well and the springs, and I've got those listed. Pulled the buttons, the button panels, and the knobs. People lose them, they break, they get cracked, they whatever. So, and they actually have some watchers on this one. Pulled the battery compartment door. People lose those a lot, and this one was in pretty good shape. No cracks. Pulled out the mechanism. Now, the actual cassette mechanisms worked. Like I said, the only thing that didn't work on this unit was the CD player, and that was because the CD player itself, the laser was burned out. It wasn't reading. But the cassette decks worked well. Now, they do need new... there was one belt missing because it had degraded. It wouldn't rewind, but the cassette mechanism itself worked fine. The motor worked fine. It played great. The thing with these is that they don't make them anymore. So this is something that if you want to fix a cassette deck, this one, or you can also take them apart and just use one, which one is record and one is play only. You'll need the mechanism, and the motor on it is a genuine Mabuchi motor, which they're making knockoffs of. So they don't make these mechanisms anymore. I'm at least going to get this money out of it, so I'm not worried about that. Also harvested the control, the circuit board and the springs for the battery compartment. They were very clean. This unit, I think, took 4 or 6 D batteries. So a lot of times people want to replace that because people leave batteries in. You know how that works. So I'm going to be selling these as well. Did I get anything else off of this? Yes, I got the actual one of the boards off it. I got more than one of the boards off it, actually. So this is one of the boards off of it, and I've got the circuit board part up there so they can see exactly what it is in case they need that. And then the main board, which has the display on it, which got that out as well. That one comes with a couple of ribbon cables. I put those in, but those have all the micro switches on it. So like all these micro switches here can go bad, and people want those. They don't necessarily have to buy them. Also has a little daughter board there. Last but not least is the soundboard and the main board with the, you can see here it's got the AM antenna on it. It's got the controls for the CD player on it. And that was fine. Like I said, the part that was bad on this unit was the actual CD laser on it. So I'm selling this as well. Okay, so altogether, we have a little over $150 worth of parts listed now from that boombox. Any one of them sells, and I've made my money back. So I also have the speakers, which I have not listed yet because they're kind of rough shape. The grills are in rough shape, and this unit, they glued them together, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. I also have the antenna, so I can list that if I want to list that. And I also have the mechanism, which slid back and forth and directed which channel, showed you what channel you're on. And I can list that as well, because these break all the time too. So, but I haven't listed all those. Those are just things I've listed off of that. If you have an old boombox or any old electronics that you buy that have a problem, you can always part them out. I mean, do your research and figure out if it's better to sell it parts, as is parts only, or if it's makes more sense to tear it apart yourself. I mean, this way, all those parts are plus shipping, and none of them are going to be over a pound. So there's that. Where this unit weighed, I believe, 14 pounds in its entirety. So you can see where that would be a kind of a cost saving for somebody who just wanted one or two of the parts. They wouldn't have to pay for the whole boom box. There's the harvest of the boom box. So if you find one of those, it's worth $5-10 to pull it out. If it works, great. Sell it as is. Sell it as it works. If it doesn't, you can always harvest the parts. See you next time. Bye.